Без домислів, чуток, пліток, без усього.
An address to his nation, and one that Ukrainians will find tough to bear.
Зараз один з найважчих моментів.
Right now is one of the hardest moments in our history. The pressure on Ukraine is one of the heaviest. Ukraine may face a very difficult choice, either loss of dignity or the risk of losing a key partner, either difficult 28 points or an extremely harsh winter, the hardest, and further risks, life without freedom, without dignity, without justice.
European leaders, seen here meeting in Brussels earlier this week, are playing catch-up and trying not to panic. Kept in the dark, they say, about the peace proposal devised by the US and Russia for ending the war in Ukraine. A 28-point plan that Europe says ticks too many boxes on Moscow's wish list, does not punish Russia enough, and ignores European security concerns.
The European Union has not been communicated any plans in official matter. That it makes no sense for me, for us, to comment at this point.
The US is calling it a draft proposal, but it reportedly includes Kyiv making major territorial and military concessions. These include Ukraine ceding control of the entire mineral-rich Donbass region, including an area estimated to be around 6,500 square kilometers, which it still controls. Kyiv would maintain legal ownership of the territory, but Russia would pay a rental fee for control of it. The proposal also reduces the size of Ukraine's army and would block the deployment of foreign troops in the country and ban Kyiv from possessing long-range missiles. Europe's top diplomat at the G20 summit meeting in South Africa called for a continuation of sanctions on Russia, which she said were biting, but there was little Ukraine or its European allies had not heard before.
We will discuss the situation both with European leaders and with leaders here in the sidelines of the G20. I will also reach out to President Zelenskyy to discuss the matter. Important is a key principle we have always upheld, and that is nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine.
It was a similar reaction from the UK's leader, who along with his French and German counterparts have long struggled to devise and lead a peace initiative that satisfies Ukraine, Europe and the US President Donald Trump.
Now, we all want a just and lasting peace. That's what the President of America wants. That's what we all want. And so we need to work from where we are to that end. But the principle that Ukraine must determine its future under its sovereignty is a fundamental principle.
The Ukrainian president was careful not to denounce the plan when he met top Pentagon officials in Kyiv on Thursday night. Volodymyr Zelenskyy cannot afford to anger a US president he has irritated before and who is often described as impatient to end the war.
Best regards to President Trump, please, from me, our team. We are very thankful to him and to the United States, your nation.
Zelenskyy knows he cannot give too much away and anger Ukrainians, who have lost so much during the near 4 years since Russia's full-scale invasion. No matter the losses, the costs and the future security of Europe, Zelenskyy and his European allies are under US pressure more than ever before. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera.
Don't miss out, get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.